Folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. Whether you've been with me since the very beginning of my channel, found me somewhere along the way, or are finding me for the first time in this video, you're going to learn something very quickly. I'm very bullish on Pokemon investing, and even more bullish on modern sealed booster box investing. And I'm going to get into the numbers and show you exactly why. But first I want to say, if you can judge from the thumbnail, that wasn't just like a marketing gimmick. I truly believe this is so easy, a caveman could do it. In fact, anyone out there watching this video can successfully invest in modern sealed booster boxes and make consistent returns year over year. Now, I'm not an investing professional. This is not investing advice. But what I am going to do, I'm going to show real numbers. I'm going to let you know what exactly budget you're going to need to be able to do this for yourself. And then I'm going to show other investments out there and how they perform in the same amount of time so you can make an informed decision for yourself if this makes sense for your financial portfolio. The other thing I'm going to say is my channel is based on anyone. Everyone can do this. I truly believe there's enough supply out there and there's enough opportunity that anyone watching this video can do this. There's a lot of different ways to make money in the hobby and a lot of differencing of opinions, but I truly believe that not everyone can do all those different avenues. I don't think everyone can buy and sell lots and collections and find all these different cards and grade them and make consistent profits. I don't think there's enough supply to do all that for everyone. Also, I don't think everyone has enough time on their hands to go through and take the time and effort to do all that. And last, I don't think people have all the knowledge they think they have to know all the sets and all the nuance and all the cards in every single set and find all the margins and plays everywhere. But with this strategy, it takes very little of your time for the average person who has, kids, a job, a wife or husband, other hobbies. You don't have tons of time. And also, it doesn't take a huge knowledge base to be able to do this. So let's jump into the numbers and we'll find out if it makes sense for you. But before I do that, I do want to draw your attention to this real quick. This is my back-end analytics. One of my recent videos has almost 9,000 views, which is huge for my channel, but I noticed one thing about it. Only about 27% of you are actually subscribed, and about 73% of you are not subscribed. You're just watching the videos. So look, maybe some of you are hate watching and just want to watch it and leave a dirty comment and dislike the video. That's fine. I don't mind that. But if you are watching the channel, you like me, you like the content, you like that video, you like this video, consider subscribing. It helps me out. It helps the channel out. I truly appreciate it. Also, I want to appreciate my 2.1 beautiful female fan base. Thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate that, ladies. Getting back to the numbers. All right, so Sword and Shield base set was released in February of 2020, all the way down to Silver Tempest, which was released in November of 2022. So under 3 years. Pokemon releases about 4 sets a year, meaning if you want to be able to budget, as I would say a collector, and buy one of each box, or more of as an investor and buy one or more of each case, here's what you're going to need to budget. So back then, the prices have changed now. We'll talk about that. But you could have bought all these boxes for roughly $100 a piece. Now, to be fair, I made Evolving Skies and Brilliant Stars 110 because it was really hard to find those around 100. But also, I made Battle Styles Chilling Reign and Fusion Strike 80. The reason is, I bought them at 80. I don't have a distributor. I bought them off the open market. I made videos with links letting people know, hey, you can buy it too, okay? Those prices sat there for an extended period of time on eBay TCG Player, meaning anyone could have gotten if they wanted to. It wasn't like a flash sale. It wasn't a distribution level. So that's why I have the prices where I have them. As far as the cases, this is kind of what you could have bought into every case. Now, all I did was multiply these numbers by 6 to get the case price. It could have been a little more. It could have been a little less based on what they were at the time. But this gives you a good average of where you could have bought in. So budget-wise, you needed to budget around $33, $34 a month to be able to afford one of every booster box as it came out. For a year divided by 12, there's, every 3 months a box is released. So every 3 months you could have saved up $100. That's where the $33, $34 comes from. Now with the cases, it's the same thing. You would have needed to save up about $200 a month to be able to invest in one case. If you wanted 2 or 3 cases, just multiply those numbers, $400 or $600 a month. That's the only budget you need to be able to invest in modern Pokemon. Now, how did I get the actual numbers? The recent sold numbers are exactly what that title says. They're sold listings. They're not one-off sold listings. They're not numbers that I got off listings on eBay or TCG Player. They actually sold on TCG Player. It is April 10th, 2023. You can go check for yourself. This is what these boxes are actually selling for. So this is what people are willing to pay. That's the market price. Now, if you would have purchased one of every box over the past 3 years, you would have been in about $1,160. Okay? What that means is you would now have $2,203, which is a profit of $1,043 or a 90% gain over these 3 years. 90%, meaning 30% a year you would have made on your money. Remember that. As far as the cases go, they hold a little bit of a premium. It would have cost you about $6,960 over those 3 years. You'd now be sitting on $13,520. That's a $6,560 profit and a 94% return, as the thumbnail of the video says. So, what does this mean? This means you're looking at about a 31 to 31.5% return, depending on which way you go, gain on your money over the past 3 years, every year. Let's see how that compares to other forms of investing. All right, the S&P, right? This is what the stock market's based off of. This is what a lot of people say. You can't beat the S&P index. All right. So if we go back to February 2020, the S&P was sitting around 2,954. Now it's trading at 4,094. That's about a 35% return over 3 years. That's only less than 13% a year is all you're making on your money. Pokemon almost tripled that. Let's move on. Berkshire Hathaway, right? This is Warren Buffett's company. He always beats the S&P. Okay, so if anyone's gonna beat Pokemon, it's probably gonna be him. Let's see. February 2020, Berkshire Hathaway was at 206 a share. Now it's trading for 311 a share, which is about a 50% gain. Sounds big, but remember, it's over 3 years. So he's only making about 16 to 17% on your money per year. Pokemon's doing 30 to 31.5. So almost double what Warren Buffett's making you. Let's move on. Now, Vanguard's kind of one of the most respected mutual fund companies out there. And so we're going to see how you'd be doing if you were investing in mutual funds in like a 401k or IRA. So over the past 5 years, not 3 years, 5-year period, the best Vanguard mutual fund has performed at 18.84% a year. Remember, Pokemon's doing 30 to 31.5%. That's the best one. So if you were invested in all the average ones, it goes down from there. It's about 13 all the way down in like the 11s and 10%. That's what you'd be making per year on your money in the past 5 years, past 3 years. So around what the S&P is doing, maybe a little better, maybe a little worse than Warren Buffett, but that's all you're going to make no matter where you're putting your money in the stock market. That's it. Now, a lot of Pokemon investors or Pokemon channels, they talk about slabs and vintage slabs or modern slabs. So we can, look at those as well. First edition base set Charizard, the icon, the face of the hobby. How's it been doing? Well, the PSA 10, doesn't really sell very often, so, it's down from where it was, but it hasn't had any sales, so it's hard to look at that. But let's look at the 9. It sells a lot more often. Ever since the boom, it's just been straight down and stagnant. So if you'd have been investing in, first edition base set Charizard, you would have 100% probably lost money or been stagnant on your money instead of putting it into modern sealed boxes. Let's look at like a Skyridge Charizard, a more obscure, Charizard, but it's very popular in the hobby. And again, it's Charizard. On this slab, as a 10, again, it's down. As a 9, I thought as a 9 is the same way. It hit peaks and now it's down. It's doing a little better than the first edition, but still it's stagnant. You're not making anything on your money. It's sitting there idle. And also it's very illiquid. It doesn't sell very often. So again, probably not the best place. Lastly, I took a Burning Shadows Charizard. This is a modern slab. Let's see how it's doing, if it's beating the vintage. And it is. The modern slab is actually outperforming the vintage slabs. However, it still had a dip. It made its way back, but look, it's still stagnant. So over these past 3 years, you wouldn't have really made any money on that either. This is why I'm so bullish on modern sealed booster box investing. The numbers don't lie. No matter how you want to take the numbers, it's consistently outperforming other investments. And this is in the age of overprinting, right? There's 9 billion cards a year printed. People tell you everyone's doing this. Everyone's got boxes of sealed modern. No one's going to buy this stuff when it rises in price. Well, guess what? It's rising in price and people are obviously buying it. Everyone must not have it or they'd be taking their gains, or no one would be buying it because they already own it. And lastly, yeah, there's 9 billion cards printed, but guess what? There's multiple millions and millions of people all around the world that buy these and open these, which they like and they want to open again in their life later on. And guess what? If they want to go buy it, there's less supply, so that raises the prices. So This is why I'm so bullish on it. I hope this video helped everyone out there. Now you have an idea of what kind of budget you need. Oh, speaking of the budget. So for Sword and Shield, they raised the or for Scarlet and Violet, they raised the MSRP. Now they're about roughly 120 bucks or, roughly 700 a case. So you're probably gonna have to budget about $40 a month to be able to buy one of every box. And then you're probably gonna have to budget a little more than 200, probably around like 235, 240 a month to be able to buy one of every case. So that gives you an idea of what you're going to need to budget. This gives you an idea of the returns you might be able to expect over the course of 3 years. And I wish everyone the best out there with whatever you choose to do on your financial journey. And I hope you the best of luck in the Pokemon investing and your returns you see. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'll do my best to reply to them. Other than that, my name's Alex. This is Nostalgianomics. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. And I'll be back here in a new video soon. I'm out.